Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to first think about self-defense using Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And three very important moves to pay attention to are grip breaks. So when Brenton grabs my wrist, look at what happens. Also look at what happens when he tries to grab the back of my neck. I think I just accidentally poked his eye. And I am controlling his wrists to make sure that he doesn't grab mine. And if he does grab my wrist, I try to circle out. Now here I go for an Waza, but this is my 9th round of the day. And this is actually, I think it's his first round. So he gets a double leg, as my leg is very fatigued, and since Waza is new to me, about 28 days at this point in time, my leg just does something awkward and doesn't want to commit. It just wants to do a sprawl. So right now in this corner, there is a patch of cement. Typically, anytime that we're here, we want to like move out of the cement. So right now, Brenton, what he's trying to do is he's trying to set up a choke. He's trying to set up a head and arm choke, where one of my arteries going to my brain is suppressed by a bicep, and then the other is suppressed by my shoulder and the pressure caused by arms around my shoulder and a body being pressed against my other artery. So we move away from the patch of concrete and restart in the same position. Right now, Brenton has side control on me, and I let him get the same position of the head under my arm because it was there previously, and now he's pinning my hip and he's looking to get over my legs. But here's the thing, I know what he's trying to do. So I know my only hope is to get my legs around him before he gets to the other side. And in doing so, the head and arm choke was successfully defended. This is why when for me personally, the same thing happens to me. Right here, I'm going for an arm bar. So right here, I'm going for an arm bar. As he is trying to defend, now I'm going for a triangle. As he is trying to defend that and get both of his arms either in or out of between my legs. And I keep a hold of that wrist and finish the arm bar. We look at self-defense. Some of the moves we do every day in jiu-jitsu are very relevant for self-defense. If somebody tries to grab your wrist on the street, if they try to grab the back of your head, it's always good to be able to know how to assert and communicate physically. and posting on the neck is definitely a good one. Now look at this is great. So Renton is trying to do an Waza, and when I was editing this, I laughed so hard because see these twinkle toes? I get the same thing right now. He's like, oh my god, which leg do I stick out? Which leg do I stick out? Out he actually used the quote-unquote wrong leg, but I've used the quote-unquote wrong leg before and actually it's been successful, so it'll be interesting to try that. Right now Brenton's trying to go for a guillotine, and I successfully sweep him using a hip under sweep. Now I'm trying to pass his guard, because anytime that somebody has you in a guillotine, you want to be on the opposite side of where your head is, and vice versa. If you have somebody in a guillotine and they cross your body like this right here, you really want to let go of the guillotine as soon as possible, because then you're going to set yourself up for a head and arm choke. Sometimes I let go too late too, and then it sets you up for a bunch of submissions. Right now I'm going for a head and arm submission, and pay attention to my left leg, the one with the tape on it. This adjustment that I am going to do right now is a key adjustment. Having that the near side leg, the leg that's near their body, having that in their hip really tightens up this choke. So if you're ever in a position where you're trying to finish the head and arm and it's just not happening, two things might be going on. Focus on the shoulder and not the arm. So get your body down to the ground, and then also use the knee that's closest to their body to then put your knee in their hip, and that really helps tighten things up. Oh my god, I am so tired right in this last and final round. Look at this, Brenton does this great ankle pick. He's been really killing the ankle picks lately. And he does a smart job of pulling his arm back, and now he's trying to set up to go for an ankle lock, but I end up getting him trying to get an ankle lock position as he scoots away. We have a good laugh over it, because sometimes the positions that you get into fighting look very funny, like aggressively crawling away and trying to kick the other person's butt is a legit defense. So he's trying to turn and run, which is the technical name for it. And I am just dragging right now. Oh, and he goes for an arm drag, very good. And then we end up in a pummel position, and he's trying to do an osotogari. What I do is something that I've never done before. That week I was training Sasae and also training Waza. I go from a pummel position. It's almost like Sasae, but with a crappy foot placement, like a foot placement of a Waza.
Not hey guys. One kid always hitting me up on Instagram. It's like, hey, can you show me Hiza Guruma? Look, I can't finish those soto. So I'm gonna make it look like I'm gonna go soto, and then I block the shin, block the knee.
we restart from the same position I landed in. That way we would be in frame. I have side control on Brenton, and he is trying to escape. And I want you to really pay attention to his left knee, especially if you are trying to escape from side control. Look at this. Look how he hipped out, or shrimped out, whatever you want to call it, the same deal. And he snuck his left knee in. That's a secret to escaping. And right now he's trying to go for a sweep. And I am trying to pass his guard. And I step over with a high step in order to get past that sticky hook. And one thing to pay attention to is speed changes. Sometimes when we're drilling, we get so caught up in the technical detail, but one other thing besides technical detail is to pay attention to speed changes, and certain moves do better with explosiveness. And, I try to slap his hand and he turns away from me and I just play it cool. And that's the end of the round. So thank you so much for watching. Think about subscribing so we can be friends and you can be a part of this family. I welcome you, and until next time.